Nick, Steven, thank you for giving me your time today
You're
to
quite
speak about
welcome.
this.
Pleasure.
Yeah, of course. Spartacus, House of Ashur is coming up here. And so let me kick things off by asking you, Steven, what made you decide to resurrect Ashur and build this entire series around, this what if scenario? What if he had lived and the Romans rewarded his treachery
It's right
with the
here.
Well,
gladiator
look at this
It's
story?
right
picture.
here. It's right here. See it right here, right here. The good looks is that's all it is. That's it.
I got to tell you, I love working with Nick. We have a great working relationship. I know no matter what I throw at him, he is just going to knock it out of the park. And I was also really interested in two things. One, taking this character of Asher, who did such horrible things in the original series. But in Gods of the Arena, you see how he got his start. He wasn't a bad person.
Yeah.
He wanted acceptance and love. And instead, he just constantly got humiliated and mocked.
Uh,
And it turned him bitter and hard. I'm fascinated by taking that character and giving these new set of circumstances. Can he be a better man? Can he open up his heart? Can he learn from the past? And beyond that, I love the idea of doing a what if, because this uncouples me from the shackles of history. And one of the first things you see that Asher being alive changes is the introduction of the gladiatrix, of the female gladiator. We wanted to do that on the original show, but historically, they came like 80 years after. So they were outside of our time period. But with Asher being alive, his back up against the wall, he needs a gimmick.
yeah.
So he thinks, a woman, we'll throw a woman in the arena and see what happens and see if I get some attention. And that's just the first domino of how he changes history. There are a lot more coming. And I love the idea that the audience members who know history aren't going to know what's going to happen
Oh
in
yeah.
this alternate timeline.
Oh yeah.
Now, speaking of that, then, Nick, this dynamic between Asher and Aquileia is central to, disrupting the Roman tradition. So how does their partnership challenge the established order and what makes their alliance so volatile?
Well, they're both outsiders, yeah. They both, Asher's always seen as a Syrian, and she's an outsider. She's a female getting introduced to the male world. So they both, in a way, kind of outsider getting introduced to a place almost that they are not wanted in. So they have that in common, and also on top of it, Asher has a keen eye of seeing something in people they don't see in themselves. When he clocks her, you've seen the episodes, right? When he clocks her in the street, he sees something. He notices something. He's like, I can build on that. Again, just to try to get attention, not knowing that, hey, this is working out quite well. So I think they both, if they share something, they share that commonality of being in a place of not wanted, in an unwanted place, but yet somehow forced to be in it.
Now that he is navigating Roman politics, what's more dangerous for Asher, the arena or the political games,
Oh,
he's
the
forced to play?
political games through and through. The arena is way simpler, and the political games, because in the arena, you know who your enemy is. You know where the hits are coming from. In the Roman political, you don't know where the hits are coming from. You don't know who your enemies are. It's much simpler when you're in the arena. In the Roman politics, you never know. So
Right on.
it's scarier. Yeah.
Obviously, the original Spartacus pushed boundaries, with the violence and the sexuality. So how are you kind of building on that foundation while keeping the spectacle fresh for longtime fans and new viewers?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, it starts with character. In both the sexual situations and the action scenes, like every arena fight, there are stakes. There are stakes for Asher in the stands. There's stakes for the gladiators fighting. There's stakes for the people in the audience.
Yep.
So you've got to go into those fights knowing what those stakes are, knowing what the obstacles are, and because all the spectacle of the action will be meaningless without the character work behind it. And it's the same thing for intimate scenes. It's not just, oh, here's a sex scene between
Yeah. Yeah.
Asher and
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah.
It's who wants what is happening, who's maneuvering,
Yeah. Yeah. The
who has
power.
a need. Is it a power play? Is it a love play?
Yep. Yep.
Basically all of that is important. And, thankfully Lionsgate and STARZ at no point asked us to tone anything down. With STARZ, their motto is we're all adults here. So we're in the right place. What they want is just a good story.
Yeah.
And the violence is part of this world, and so is the sexuality.